Let me tell you something most men will never say out loud. If you've overstayed your welcome in his place, he's probably not going to tell you. He won't say, hey, I need you to leave, or I want my space back. No, he won't do that. He'll just start acting different. And if you don't understand the signs, you'll miss it completely. And sadly, that might be the last time you ever see him, especially if he is a high value man. The truth is, we value our space more than we admit, actually. It's not that we don't like you, but sometimes we've had enough. It's time for you to go. So instead of telling you that directly, we change behavior. So today, I am going to show you exactly what that looks like. 1, he suddenly has an emergency. So you guys are chilling, you're having a great time, but suddenly something urgent just comes up. Probably his dad is suddenly sick, his grandma just had a heart attack, his mom just got into an accident, or just work emergencies generally. Now hear me out. Real emergencies happen. I acknowledge that. But 70 to 80% of the time, he just wants you to leave. Now this is what gives it away most of the time. He won't let you stay. No matter what solution you suggest, he just won't. I can wait for you. I'll leave later. I'll just chill here. He'll shut it down. He'll insist that both of you live together. Now that's the key sign right there, because if it was really about the emergency, you staying wouldn't be a problem. But if he's making sure you leave with him, well, you have your answer. You need to go. Number 2, the indirect questions start. This is where men start dropping hints. Out of nowhere, he says, so when are you heading out? How are you getting home? Have you called a cab already? Most of the time, there's usually no context, no prior conversations, no build-up, just a sudden question like that. And you're right there thinking, why is he asking me that right now? That's not small talk right there. That is him telling you politely to use the door. 3, he starts cleaning up around you. This is funny though, but listen, when a guy starts cleaning up around you, that's usually a signal. So most of the time when a guy is comfortable with being around you, he's just relaxed. He doesn't worry about the chair, the table, being untidy, the cups, the plates. He doesn't worry about that. He allows you to do it and clean it up in your own time. But the moment he starts cleaning up around you, picking up the plates, clearing the table, making sure everywhere is neat around you, something has shifted. He's not just being neat. Trust me, he's not. He's trying to communicate without saying it directly that the hangout is over. In his mind, it's closing time. A lot of women misinterpret this. They think maybe he's just a neat guy, maybe he's just tidy. But most of the time, it's not about being tidy. It's about signaling he is resetting his space, because in his mind, you are supposed to be on your way out. He's just not saying the words how. That's your cue right there. It means we're done here. Number 4, the fake tired shutdown. He suddenly starts acting tired. Out of nowhere, he's stretching, yawning, rubbing his face, talking about how exhausted he is. You can see it clearly that his energy has dropped drastically. Now listen, this one is very specific. It usually happens when there's already an agreed time. Maybe you agreed that you'd leave by 3 p.m. Now it's 3:30, it's 4 p.m. and you're still there. You're acting like you didn't agree on that time before. That's where the tiredness starts. And it's not always real tiredness. You'll notice he'll start yawning more than usual, stretching like he's about to sleep, lying down or leaning back, saying things like, I'm actually so tired. What he is really doing is creating an environment where staying no longer makes sense because he's tired. The vibe is dead. And guess what? If the vibe is dead, then the hangout is over. So instead of directly telling you to leave, he acts tired so you can pick up the cue yourself. And the message is simple. I'm done for the day. It's time for you to go. Number 5, he introduces the early morning obligation. This one is a little related to the point number 4. Most times, it looks exactly like this. There was an agreed time for you to leave, but you didn't leave when you said you would. Now, You're still there. Now, instead of him saying it directly, he switches up his strategy. He starts bringing up his morning schedule. Not casually though, but intentionally. You'll hear things like, I have to wake up really early tomorrow. I've got a long day ahead. I need to be up by 6 a.m. And he might repeat it more than once. At first, it sounds like normal conversation, but it's not. He's not just informing you about his schedule. He is giving you reasons why you shouldn't still be there. It's pressure. Yeah? Polite pressure though. He's hoping you connect the dots. If he has to wake up early and it's already late, then it's time for you to start heading out. The message underneath all of that is, I've got things to do tomorrow. Wrap it up now. Number 6, sudden unexplained irritation. So you'll notice out of nowhere, his mood just changes and his energy drops. He becomes a bit snappy, less patient, maybe even slightly annoyed over small things. You might start thinking, did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Most times you didn't. What changed is simple. You overstayed. You'll notice it was fine before, everything was smooth, but once the time you were supposed to leave has passed, his tolerance drops. Small things that usually wouldn't bother him now starts getting reactions. You'll notice shorter, sharper responses, a slight attitude in his tone, low patience for conversations, reacting to things he would normally ignore. Now listen, it's not always intentional, it's not always mature, but it happens. Now, instead of communicating directly, the frustration leaks out as irritation. The real message underneath all of that is, I'm ready for this to end, but you're still here. Finally, don't overstay your welcome. I'll say that again. Do not overstay your welcome. This part is very important. If both of you agree on a time or a day, please stick to it. Especially in the early stages when you're just getting to know each other, getting familiar with each other. Respecting time shows awareness. It shows you understand boundaries without being told. Because the truth is, leaving at the right time is better than staying too long. Take it slow. Build things gradually, but intentionally too. That's how you keep the interest, not kill it. Now listen, if a man really wants you there, you won't feel like you're overstaying. It'll beg you to stay. It will want more of you. It will frown at you leaving. It would just want you to be around all the time. You'll never have to feel awkward, unwanted, or that the energy has shifted. So always remember this. It's not in your head. No, his behavior is already telling you what you should know. And so, understanding men isn't about mind reading. It's about noticing patterns, behaviors, and once you see the signs, you'll never miss them again. If you like this content, do me a favor. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.